In the deep heart of the great river, a wise and powerful crocodile named Olabuti reigns as the Crocodile King, but his reign draws to a close. With age upon him, Olabuti must find a successor, one who possesses not only strength, but courage and wisdom, qualities essential to lead and protect the River Kingdom. As news of the king's challenge spreads, contenders arrive, each ready to claim the crown and face the trials that will reveal their true character. Among them is Katob, a smaller crocodile with a sharp mind and fierce heart, often overlooked by those who measure worth by size alone. What follows is a tale of resilience and the timeless wisdom that true strength lies beyond muscle alone. Let's dive in. Once upon a time, in the depths of the great river, where only the bravest fish dared to swim, ruled a wise and mighty crocodile named Olabuti, the Crocodile King. His scales were thick as ancient bark, his eyes sharp as obsidian, and his roar could make the river tremble. Olabuti was not only strong, but known for his wisdom. The river carries both fish and sand. Only the wise know what to keep and what to let flow, he often told the younger crocodiles, teaching them patience and discernment. But the Crocodile King was aging, and the water spirits, guardians of the river's mysteries, sensed it. They whispered to each other, their voices like soft ripples. "Soon, a new king must rise," they murmured, "one with both strength and wisdom, for Olabuti's time grows short." The water spirits knew that the next leader would need to prove himself, for the river was as fierce as it was generous. One night, as the full moon hung over the river, the spirits sent a message through the currents. "Olabuti, noble king, it is time for you to choose a successor. Let there be a challenge, a test of strength, courage, and wisdom. Only the worthy shall wear the crown." Olabuti listened, his heart heavy yet resolute. He knew the river's way was to demand proof, not words. "So it shall be," he murmured, "and may the one who wins prove loyal to both the river and its creatures." Word of the challenge spread swiftly through the waters and across the banks, reaching every corner of the River Kingdom. Young crocodiles from near and far began to gather, each eager to prove his might and take the title of Crocodile King. Among them was Avi, known for his cunning, and Baka, a crocodile with unmatched strength. But there was also Katob, the smallest of the contenders, who was often underestimated due to his size, but was known for his quick wit. "Why bother, Katob?" laughed Avi, flashing his teeth. "The crown isn't for the weak." Katob only smiled, replying, "A small rock can change the course of a river." Though small, he was brave, and his heart was fierce. He believed that the true strength of a leader lay not in power alone, but in wisdom and kindness. The other crocodiles jeered, but Olabuti watched with a gleam in his eye. "The challenge will begin at dawn," he announced, "and it shall test your strength, your courage, and your wisdom." His voice rumbled like thunder. "Remember, a king's strength lies not in his bite alone, but in his heart." And so, with the river as their witness, the contenders prepared for the battle that would decide the future of the kingdom. As the first light of dawn crept over the water, Olabuti summoned the rivals to the river's edge, where he waited, a silent sentinel against the coming trials. The first test, he declared, would be one of strength. The crocodiles were to swim against the strongest currents, reaching a distant boulder deep in the river and returning with a fish as proof of their endurance. Baka, the strongest, took to the water first, slicing through the river's surface like a spear. The currents were fierce, pulling and pushing with relentless power, but Baka's muscles rippled as he pushed forward, his determination unwavering. He returned quickly, a gleaming fish held proudly in his jaws. The crowd of creatures watching from the shore cheered. Avi followed, his strokes swift and powerful, his eyes keen on victory. He too returned with a fish, and he looked over at Baka with a confident grin. But when it was Katob's turn, many snickered, sure that he would fail. The currents buffeted him as soon as he entered, but Katob didn't fight against them with raw force. Instead, he observed the flow, allowing the river's rhythm to guide him, moving in harmony with the water. When he returned with his fish, smaller but still a catch, Olabuti nodded in approval. "Strength is not just muscle, but the wisdom to know when to fight and when to flow," he said, his gaze steady on the contenders. Avi and Baka scoffed, but Katob knew that the old king's words held deeper meaning. The next challenge tested courage, a trait as vital to leadership as strength. The contenders were led to the edge of the dark cavern, a place where the river ran deep and mysterious. Rumor had it that spirits of ancient crocodiles dwelled within, protecting the secrets of the waters. Only those with the truest hearts dared enter, for the spirits did not take kindly to arrogance or fear. Olabuti turned to the contenders. "Each of you must enter the dark cavern and return with a scale from the spirit statue inside. It is said that a true leader's courage is forged in shadows, and this test will reveal who has the heart to rule." Avi went first, his confidence unwavering. Inside the cavern, shadows twisted, but he pushed on, though his heartbeat raced with fear. He emerged with the scale but looked shaken. Baka followed, his bravado lessened by the quiet darkness that seemed to press in from every side. He too brought back a scale, but his eyes held a trace of uncertainty. Finally, it was Katob's turn. Taking a deep breath, he entered, his mind calm and respectful. The spirit stirred as he approached the statue, whispering ancient words. "Why do you seek the crown, little one?" they asked. Katob replied with humility, "I seek it not for power, but to protect my kin, to bring peace and wisdom to the river." The spirits murmured approvingly, and he left with a scale, his heart untroubled. Olabuti saw the truth in his eyes and nodded. True courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to face it for the good of others. The final test was one of wisdom, and for this, Olabuti took the contenders to a hidden pool where an ancient, twisted tree grew. "To lead this river, you must understand its ways. Choose one of the tree's fruits, but beware, for only one holds the wisdom you need to rule." The fruits appeared identical, but one was ripe with knowledge, while the others would only deceive. Avi, eager to prove his cleverness, chose the largest, shiniest fruit. Baka followed, selecting a fruit that smelled the sweetest, trusting his instincts. Katob, however, studied the tree carefully, noticing a bird perched on one of its branches, pecking at a small, overlooked fruit. "Sometimes wisdom comes from the smallest things," he murmured, plucking the same fruit. When they bit into their choices, Avi and Baka grimaced, realizing their fruits were bitter. But Katob's fruit was sweet, and in that sweetness he felt a surge of clarity, as if he could hear the river's secrets in his heart. Olabuti, watching with pride, announced, "Katob has shown strength, courage, and wisdom. He shall be the next Crocodile King." Avi and Baka looked humbled, but they bowed in respect, recognizing Katob's true worth. Katob, with humility, thanked them and promised to lead with fairness and compassion. The water spirits blessed his coronation, and the creatures of the river sang songs of joy as the new king took his place. As the echoes of the fierce contest faded, the river settled into a newfound tranquility, with Katob, the smallest yet sharpest, crowned as the new Crocodile King. He had proven that true might does not solely lie in size, but in resilience, wisdom, and heart, a lesson etched into the memory of all who witnessed his rise. From that day forward, Katob ruled not with might alone, but with a heart that listened to the river's every murmur. The Crocodile King's crown was no longer just a symbol of power, but of wisdom, courage, and unity, and his story became a legend among all who called the river home. This story, the battle for the Crocodile King's crown, carries more than just the thrill of competition. It reminds us that each of us, no matter our perceived limitations, possesses unique strengths. In a world often swayed by surface appearances, it teaches us that genuine power is found in one's courage to persevere and in a mind prepared to see beyond the obvious. Katob's triumph invites us to look within and discover the qualities that make us truly formidable. So, dear viewer, may the tale of the Crocodile King's crown inspire you to embrace both your inner strength and wisdom. As we navigate life's currents, may we all seek the heart and vision that Katob showed, recognizing that what we bring to the world isn't measured by outward might alone, but by the integrity and insight we carry within. As we conclude this tale, take a moment to reflect on your own journey. How might you channel the spirit of resilience in your life? How can you honor the wisdom of those who came before while charting a path that's uniquely your own? Let the story of Katob be a beacon in times when you, too, face daunting challenges. Just as he rose to meet his destiny, so can we all when guided by heart, purpose, and the courage to see through. Thank you for joining us on this tale of valor and wisdom. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to explore our collection of ebooks and audiobooks in the description box below that celebrate the strength within and the courage to pursue our highest selves. Stay connected, stay inspired, and may the spirit of the great river live within you as you step forward on your own path of discovery. Until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and may every challenge you face become a stepping stone toward greatness. Farewell, dear friends, and may the river's wisdom flow through you always.